This is a blog entry from 29th of January 2024, and it goes as this. In John, it says that Jesus says the truth will set you free, but why should that be? The truth can be as much of a prison as anything. However, the truth frees you from addiction to the unknown possibilities of want. This is unlike more sensation air, because the next hit of the drug may get you high or some relief, but it always feeds the addiction. This is why anything can be addictive. Truth that fills the emptiness does not create more space for the addiction. Pluto is both one's power and one's prison. It is the application of what is true on what is real, and what is real can only comply. It must obey. Pluto is divide and conquer, or any other such change to any other difference when that change comes about in accordance with the laws of truth, which is the necessary component of changing Earth. The plus side is that Pluto is the resurrection as well as the destruction. The truth of one's own self is the spirit, and must necessarily be in the moment of any future moment that matches it. Not that any such moment can match exactly, but any spirit that partially fits will have the possibility of rebirth at that moment, at which point it is to be hoped that what one did in one's last life has improved the prospects for the new life. This is karma. When a Donald or an Adolf comes back, they may like the shitty personality that their karma gives them. After all, it fits them to a T. But the only way that spirit evolves to something better is by experiencing the downside of being Trump and eventually relinquishing the practice of being Trump. Killing Vlad would not change Vlad. He'd still come back as a piece of shit. Just like last time, where it really looks like he may have been the reincarnation of Nicholas I, or at least the Tsar traits, which is his spirit. So Putin is old Nick. That is the one, Nick, the devil. The same truth applies to the whole of the country as much as to the individual citizens. So America must educate MAGA to not want guns, not eradicate the people with guns. Russians must develop some backbone if they are ever to be more than serfs, as was seen in 1917 when they first rebelled. If it is not obvious, this is why capital punishment is never right, not just even for the most heinous crimes, but especially for the most heinous crimes. And that is entirely before taking into consideration the awkward facts that they very often get the wrong guy. Neptune is both one's inspiration and one's undoing, one's hope and despair. What is true wounds us, creating space that we feel because it moves us, moves our heart, moves our centre, and some of us become unbalanced. See, the clues are there in the language we use. Because as sapient individuals, we know stuff. Uranus is both the free realisation of what is true and the dogmatic blinkers of belief in lesser truth that ignores some of what is known, and most of what could be known. Ultimately, Uranus senses truth, but no truth is the whole truth. Even the truth that numbers has limited context, i.e. is only true, wholly, when limited the abstractions of mathematics.